I'm here. I hope you there. I hope you can hear me. Can y'all hear me? I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Give me a thumbs up out there in that place called space. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. Hope you can hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. Thumbs up if you love it. Put a I can hear you in the chat. Yeah, so we out here in these spaces and places. This is everything and anything. It's not podcast. Um, we had several takes trying to get this together, and I'm super excited tonight, just to be in um, online, just to put my 2 cents or my spin on the current events. And I'm really I'm taken back because I really don't want to just talk about current events because this is much more than that. But my thing is to talk about how we look at things in a scope of not just togetherness, but on a spiritual plane where how it involves us as a people committed to finding out the truth, understanding the truth, and to become better. I think I want to say that, and to become better. And I think in the grand scheme of things, what's been going on here lately, and I've been noticing is that we're cool with a lie, and that's not healthy for us as a people. It's not healthy for us to be okay with living a lie. And now that we in, I don't know the day. I don't keep up with the dates of politics and the presidency and government anymore like I used to. But I still keep my ear to the street, and I'm trying to get a clear understanding of what is going on. Like many of you, at the same time, I want to ask a question to the people with the Doge things going on in our country. Where did that leave you? Did that leave you on the side of clear understanding of what's going on, and you're questioning it, but you're excited at the same time, or you're fearful and excited at the same time, and or you're on the opposite side where you're furious and you're still thinking it's just about left, left wing, right wing, far left, conservative, liberal, so on and so forth. I want to know what you think. And as a country in 2025, and all the things that we have seen going on in our country, do we have the fortitude to come together? Because for many years we've been divided. For many, many, many years we've been divided. And can we set our differences aside to come to one common goal, to come one common theme, and that is to get the truth. The truth is very important. I know there'll be people out there that say there's there's different layers of truth. Well, that may be, but we're talking about the truth of black and white. We're not talking about the truth with polka dots and uh, bubble gum and ice cream cones. Those type of truth. And what I mean by that is the fact that when people give you their take on what they believe that is going on, and we just blindly accept it, and that's what I want to know. tonight. So I'm kind of new to this, but I'm true to this passion to speak to the people about what's going on in our world. And heck, not just what's going on in our world, but what's going on in our lives. How will it be affected? Not just adults, but also our children, then the families. It's a lot of stuff that's going on that we're unsure about, uncertain about. Are we prayerfully walking into this, or are we leading by our emotions, which is very, very, very dangerous with any situation? I'm talking about even in the way you live and the way we make decisions. If we go into things with um, emotion, that's very dangerous. I've been kind of seeing a few things out in space, and I can use that word. I'm gonna use it anyway. But social media space, but a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. Um, More so seeing it from our elected politicians that with people we have cast our vote with in good faith, knowing thinking that we were going to get our interests and our what we believed in met when these people stood before us and told us that this is what I can deliver, this is what I'm going to say, this is what I can do for you, and then in a blink of an eye, once they get the position, it's like they go inside and they close the door, and we're standing on the front porch waiting for them to open back the door. It's like they saw, like they came to the door. We came to the door and was literally like, okay, well, you promised us Girl Scout cookies. Now you reneging this beautiful package thing that they campaign on these promises. They build us up. They build up these packages and of hope and dreams and ambition and with these nice suits and nice blazers, looking good, smelling good, talking good, and then what? Because they're running on truth. At least that's what they say. They run on what they can do for us. So, well, I take that back. Maybe they're not running on truth. Maybe it's they run it on false hope. Let's say that they run on false hope. And in the age now of mass technology, I don't believe that I think we're doing ourselves this disjustice by not understanding that you have infinite, infinite streams of technology resources from now let's don't even say books, but we can say books, but I mean you got Google, DuckDuckGo, all these different search engines that you can now research, and you do yourself a disservice not to dig. And it's sad, but I'm not here to browbeat anyone because I myself have been victim victim of the false narrative of I'm going to do something great for you. Here comes change. So, what do you think? We can talk about uh, the fact of DEI, who that helped, how did that affect you? How did it affect me? What does that mean for our future? Are we better off now that we know that Trump is in office and he's not playing any games? Are we better off knowing? I'm gonna say this. Are we better off knowing that a person comes to you and tell you they're gonna beat you up, or that person that's pretending to be your friend? Ouch. I'd rather face my bully. I'd rather face my bully. At least you'll know that there is a bully. And I think that we have been sold um, a false sense of hope that those that say they're not bullies or they're not going to do harm to us are almost like those people that, and I'm tearing band-aids now off wounds. Those people that say, I'll never do you wrong. They may be family members and stuff like that. Oh, that's a little too deep. Maybe I shouldn't go there. But I'm just saying, like, maybe those people that we put our hope and our trust in that are saying, okay, um, vote for me, believe in me, trust in me, are the very people that are really, really, like Malcolm X said, they're like those foxes and wolves, or was it foxes and coyotes, or is it like foxes and wild dogs? Take your pick. Whatever it is just, I say it's wolves in sheep's clothing. That's what I say it is. Where do we go from here? And what do you believe is enough? Once you find out about all the reckless spending, and everybody just can't be lying. Okay, well, you may not like the president. I'm not saying that I was like crazy head over heels, but at least I can understand if somebody's saying this is happening, this is, and they line it up. I'll be a fool to sit back and not at least look. Look at the evidence. Look at the paper trails. I don't want to choose a side. I'm over that. I'm over the identity politics. I live in a country that lock up young black males and been doing it. But at the same time, I live in a country that gives me the free for me the freedom to research for myself and to be able to openly look for myself. I can pick up a book. I can get on I can get on the internet and look for myself. With all the intellects and all the people with the degrees and all these top echelon people that say, "Oh, well, this is the blah 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 blah." Blah." Do we really? Do you really have to have somebody to sign off on your understanding? Do you really? It's 2025. We're not getting lynched anymore for reading. Well, some people want to roll back the hand of time. I'm not saying whatever whatever interest group that may be, whoever it is, they may want to stop you from learning. So a lot of people want to stop you from learning, and sometimes those people that want to stop you from learning look just like you. Maybe they just want you to stop thinking outside the box. That's what it is. It makes me think when I think about all the left, right, um, liberal, conservatives, blah 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 going on. It makes me think about a scripture. It says, "God haven't given us a spirit of fear." If you know what power, love, and a sound mind, and that sound mind means everything because it's a lot of bad decisions, a lot of bad choices that people make when they under duress. or they feel like um they're living the way they live, their life is under attack. Are we moving in a space where we're sound in mind, in our minds? It's a lot going on. It's a lot talked about on social media that clog us up and have us thinking that, hey, watch this new dance or watch this new rapper or watch this new whoever, watch this silly video. And just think about that. That takes up your time. I ain't here to well, I am here to preach to you. I ain't gonna lie and say that. I am here to preach to you. I am to speak power, give some wisdom, and also hear what others are saying. I'm here to listen to people's hearts, and at the same time, I want to understand how. Well, yeah, I want to understand how you got here, because I know how I got here. I know how I arrived in this space, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy getting to this point in this space, but I had to understand that you got to have a sound mind, even when things is rough. What are you going to allow, and what truth are you going to allow to cloud your judgment? Because there's, I want to stay with on the subject, but we gotta understand there's two different entities playing right here, and one is definitely not playing fair. Maybe I would just call that this is the spiritual segment, or spiritual warfare segment, because I don't mind talking about politics, but I mind more talking about spiritual issues, and it matters in the um, scope of what's going on in society and our world today. What do you believe in? And we can't put our trust in pure man. Man breathe like us. That's a he or she thing. They'll die like us, meaning that's mortal man. We're all mortal. So if we put our trust in mortal man, knowing that we're fallible, people are bound to mess up. How can you or how can I um in the scope of what's going on today trust what I'm gonna say it, trust what those left people are saying and what those right people are saying? Because in my view, s- I'm in the party, the music's going, people are doing their thing, and what I see in the party, listen, they are part of the same group, and I've been sitting back watching it for a long time, and they one party do one thing, the other party do the same, and they point finger at each other. And at the end of the day, when the lights go off, meaning the cameras and stuff, and everything's real goes down, they are hanging. They communicating. There's people on the in the background. Hey, listen, y'all gonna have to make this work. And I totally we gotta understand that. If not, why do we have special interest groups? Why are there special interest groups? That's a question to ponder. Why do we have uh people that go to Washington like the lobbyists? What is a lobbyist for? That's a question to ponder. Again, when those politicians, our favorite politicians, our favorite party, left or right, blue or red, remind me of growing up in the hood, Crips and the Bloods. I mean, it may be more sophisticated than that, but I'm saying like the red and the blue, two people fighting each other, two groups fighting each other. And then even when those groups, there's always somebody that's playing or getting along or doing business with the rival group. Where are we going and what are we doing? Are we moving in a sound mind? Yeah. Those are questions to ponder. Who who will be the person that I mean on the mortal level, meaning again flesh and blood level, who are we looking for to come save us or give us the perfect answer or give us the perfect plan to solve all our needs and issues? Who are we looking for? And that's crazy. If because that almost sounds like the way politics and everything is set up, it almost sounds like they're setting you up or setting us up to look for someone don't that still like those politicians. They're gonna come with this false sense of hope, and at the last second, they're gonna shut the door in our face, and or take us into a direction that we can't turn back from at all. Hmm, it's real dangerous. Think about these people that go around and they're with their groups, with their clubs, and they're so debonair and they're so popular and important. Maybe it's like more like classism. They look down on you, but I'm I almost kind of get upset because I'm like, and I don't, it take a lot, but I'm like, "I- you're human, and it's hard to sometimes take people serious, especially when when they look down on you. And I'm not necessarily talking about me. I'm just talking about in general. I'm saying like because there's people out here when we hear in school, let's get rid of the bully. Little Joey was bullying Tommy, and so on and so forth, and the teacher or somebody comes to the fence and they fighting on the um, playground or whatever, and someone's coming to save them, and they're like, "Oh, well, Joey was bullying Tommy." Adults do the same thing. Adults are bullies, especially with all this political stuff. It's a lot of grown bullies running around here trying to prove to you that what they hear is so much better and so much um so perfect for them, and it's cut in stone. Let's say that. Let's say it's one of those things to where what I believe in is what you should believe in, and it's a bully tactic. If we live in the United States of America and we have freedom of speech, First Amendment freedom of speech, what gives you the right to bully me in politics? Because what you believe and what I believe can be two separate things, and it's okay for that. But what gives you the right to bully me? Or what gives that person a right to bully someone else just because y'all don't believe the same thing? And it's totally okay. But some people don't feel that way. They feel like you should believe what I believe. Now you're just looking down on someone. Where are we going? Where are we headed? People are upset at Donald. The Donald. It's funny because the memes before he was president and whatnot, and it was really funny. The chuckles and but now that he's in office, what are we gonna do? And what are you gonna do? Are we gonna move with a sound mind as a people, or we're determined to bully each other through politics? And we bullying each other through politics and throwing mud here and doing this and that, or and overly emotional, not just emotional, overly emotional. Can we see eye to eye to put aside our differences for the common good, or we're gonna allow those people that's working behind the scenes with each other, my ad, to continue to push us further behind? Because I'm telling you, like some of the stuff that this administration now, this president's administration now is putting out there, uh, we'll be crazy to sit back and say that stuff don't make any sense. Even if you don't agree, some this make some of this stuff does make sense. You got to kind of sit back in the party and sit back against the wall and say, wait, somebody's fighting in here. Yeah, I got to be the person that's going to step back and see what's really going on. And does this make any sense? I do agree it's dangerous times. I always hear people say it's going to get better. Is it? Is it gonna get better with us bickering, fighting, arguing with each other? How does that work? Where does that work? And even if I wanted to say, yeah, that cat's a bully. That cat in the Oval Office is a bully. Ooh, he's a bully. I gotta kind of sit back and say, is he a bully? Or are we still falling for the same, oh, wrap this package up, I hand it to you. I'm the best thing for since sliced bread, since apple pie with sugar on top. I'm the best thing as a politician, and you should believe in me. Are we gonna believe in that? Or are we gonna sit back and have a sound mind about what's going on in our country today and amongst our people, not just nationally, but our local interest. It's a lot going on, and it's a lot to be said, and it's a lot to be understood. And this is not over. This conversation is not over. And I would like for y'all to stay with me as we take this journey, because everything is not right. So I appreciate y'all here listening to me tonight. As I hope I didn't turn you off. I'm not here for that, but whether I did or didn't, it's neither here nor there. I'm here to throw the questions out here and for you to think about what I'm saying. And hopefully we can come to a common um, agreement before it's too late. Y'all take care of yourself. Good night.